Rye whiskey, please don't let me down. I'm gonna take me a drink, then go roam around. Check on my stills and see if they're okay. Rye whiskey, please last all day.
Jim Tom Hedrick is an American moonshiner, singer, and reality TV star. Born on the 25th of December 1940 in Robinsonville, North Carolina, USA. He's known for appearing in the Discovery Channel series Moonshiners. Marvin Jim Tom Hedrick grew up in Graham County, although there is no information about his childhood, family, and education. It's known that he left school at an early age and so started working when he was 15 years old. A simple reminder how to enter our brand new giveaway. We will be giving either an iPhone Max, iPad mini, or MacBook Pro. It's really your choice. All you have to do is watch the full video, leave a like, comment the keyword hidden in the video, subscribe, and turn on notifications to enter the giveaway. It's really that simple. Jim Tom had many different jobs during his youth. Although his principal job was as a plumber, he also worked as electrical technician, radio operator, and the job he hated the most to do, car maintenance. There's no information on who taught Hedrick the process of creating moonshine, though it's assumed he learned it from a local distiller in the Appalachian Mountains in his early 20s. Hedrick has now worked as a moonshiner for almost 60 years, and his specialty is unaged rye, winning several awards for it, including a bronze medal from the American Distilling Institute, silver medal from LA International Spirits Competition and Beverage Testing Institute, a gold medal in San Francisco World Spirits Competition, and a double gold in 50 Best. When Marvin became known as Jim Tom is indefinite, though it's speculated he adopted the nickname as his popularity as a moonshiner increased in his native North Carolina. Jim Tom's first media appearance was in Mountain Talk in 2004, directed by Neil Hutchison. In this documentary, the audience gets to know the culture and dialect of Southern Appalachia, along with their people's good humor, music, and distilled spirits traditions. In 2009, Jim Tom appeared in Shine, the music video by Matt Stillwell, filmed at Fontana Village in Graham, North Carolina. Hedrick participated in 2012 short Squiz Cornhole Scratch as well. Centered on illegal producers of moonshine located in Appalachian Mountains, Discovery Channel premiered this documentary drama series in 2011, though it was only during the show's second season in 2012 that Jim Tom Hedrick made his first appearance. Although the show centers on distillers' efforts to produce moonshine evading the law, authorities have claimed there's no actual production of liquor in the show, saying if illegal activity was taking place, the Virginia ABC Bureau of Law Enforcement would have taken action. Authorities of Virginia also declared that Moonshiners is misleading its audience, falsely making them believe illicit activities pertaining to distilling are overlooked by police. Discovery Channel has refuted these allegations, assuring everything seen in the show is real, denying its dramatic nature. In despite of this, Moonshine has been a popular show for years, and Jim Tom Hedrick was highly admired by fans for his unforgettable and charismatic personality. This led him to become a local celebrity in his native South Carolina, where copper stills in miniature, autographed by him, are being sold. However, for reasons unknown, in 2016, Jim Tom Hedrick stopped appearing in the series. Jim Tom's a country musician as well. His most famous work, included in Moonshiner's soundtrack, is Golly That's Good, sung by him in collaboration with My Highway. Despite its popularity, moonshine, commonly known as white whiskey, mash liquor, or white lightning, is illegal to be produced. This liquor is traditionally created by illicit, homemade distilleries and gets its name in reference to the conditions it was originally made in, underground or under the moonlight. Moonshine also plays an important role in Southern history, going back as far as 1791, when protests started as a response to George Washington's Congress taxing of alcohol. Farmers were deeply affected by this law, as many of them became distillers when unable to market and sell any of their grain, and chose instead to refine it to produce various alcoholic beverages, obtaining their principal income from it. Widely distributed and with the highest consumption rates of the time, whiskey's market was the most affected, so the movement acquired the name the Whiskey Rebellion, taking place in various states such as Virginia, Pennsylvania, North Carolina, and, of course, South Carolina. The uprising was suppressed by government forces after it became an armed rebellion in 1794, though the tax decree was annulled in 1801. In 1861, however, another whiskey tax was instituted during the Civil War, causing distillers to hide their activities once again to evade taxes. Moonshiners came to exist as a result of this situation. In early 1900s, the consumption of moonshine increased exponentially as alcohol was made illegal in many places, particularly during the period of Prohibition from 1920 to 1933. Having this immense growth in demand, distillers opted for producing large amounts of moonshine without taking into consideration its quality. For this reason, moonshine and other illicit liquors were contaminated by various factors related to its production process, resulting in a serious health problem for consumers, including poisoning. Nowadays, homemade distilleries are strictly prohibited not only in the US, but also in many countries, as they have been deemed dangerous for evading sanitary regulations, causing prejudicial consequences in many cases. Moonshine is only permitted to be made with registered distilleries. Therefore, Hedrick has partnered with Sugarlands Distilling Company to commercialize his own brand of this alcoholic beverage. Personal life. There's not much personal information about Jim Tom. His relationships, possible children, and other family are unknown, as he prefers to stay away from social media. However, it is known that he was married at least twice in his youth. Despite the lack of information, Hedrick has shared some aspects of his past adventures in various interviews during the show Moonshiners. In 1962, he was involved in an accident on Halloween night while riding a Starliner 390 bike. He was left with a broken leg and a serious head injury after hitting a Ford station wagon at 115 miles per hour, allegedly flying through the air for 300 feet. Fortunately, he survived to tell the tale and feverishly narrates the story now. In his youth, he was locked up several times, and by 2015, he held the record for DUI charges in North Carolina. As of mid-2020, Jim Tom Hedrick has an estimated net worth of over $100,000, which is a result of his work as a moonshiner and as a reality TV star. Jim Tom is a man of white ethnicity, with blue eyes and white hair, which was speculated to be blonde in his youth. Regardless of his age, he's a healthy man with a slender build who is approximately 5 feet 9 inches or 1.7 meters tall. His bio on sugarlands.com describes him as legendary moonshiner, master storyteller, and stillmaker. Discovery Channel's official YouTube channel shared a video of Jim Tom being asked the things he can't live without, to which he answered, "The women. Now, you just can't hardly make it without them. Now I get around. People don't know that I get around. Yes, sir. Women and booze. Ain't never been nothing that matched like that together." Jim Tom allegedly partied a lot during his youth, once waking up in a tent with 2 women he didn't know. Despite his age, Jim Tom drives a 500cc cruiser chopper bike. Even before his appearances in Moonshiners, he was already popular in his hometown. However, it was the show that made him well known across the country. But regardless of his fame, he remains humble. He has a deep, characteristically Southern accent, hence he was subtitled during his appearances in Moonshiners, as it was hard to understand his words for non-native English speakers, and even people from other states. Though his most famous song is "Golly That's Good," he released many other country songs during his time as a radio operator. Thank you for spending some time with us. Make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss another video. We also handpick these videos, which we recommend you watch next. You can talk to us on all social medias or ask a question in the comments below. Thank you for being with us, and we'll see you back tomorrow.